Okay, guys, we're going to take two parallel lines and we're going to name them A and B. And what we're going to do is draw another line that goes through A and B, and it's called a transversal. Trans means to move. So we're going to move another line through these parallel lines and see what happens. So what I need you to do is put a point somewhere on B. It doesn't have to be in the center, kind of about where I put it. Do we all know how to read a protractor? Okay. What you're going to do. Okay. What we're going to do is take the protractor down. Does everyone see the little bump in the middle here? And there's a black line that goes across. The orange one's the black line. It's kind of hard to see. They've faded a little bit. But it goes all the way across 0, 180. Because a straight line is 180 degrees, right? From one side to the other. So what you're going to do is put that little bump down on the point we made on line B. And you're going to line up the black line, the straight line that goes across there with line B. Put it on top of it. Does everybody understand what I mean? Put the 180 degree line down on line B. Now, I want to measure a 60 degree angle. A 60 degree. So I'm going to start from the right. I could go from the left or the right. I'm right-handed. I usually go from the right. So we're going from the right. Will I use the inside numbers or the outside? Inside. Because you don't start counting at 180. So 0. So right here where it says 120, which is the 60 degree mark, put a little point. You can use the pen or pencil. I don't know. Be careful if you're using pen. Pick up your protractor, and what we're going to do is line up the points, and we're going to draw a line through the 2 points. This is our transversal, and we're going to call it line T. Transversal T. Now, what degree was this angle right here? 60. So put 60 degrees here. What we have done by drawing this transversal, we've made 4 angles. Think about 2 roads, highways, 2 parallel roads. We have created 2 intersections. We've created 2 intersections. So there's how many angles at this intersection? 4, and there's 4 down here. So we're going to number them. And guys, normally they number them 1 through 8. And then in any order, you can put it in any order, and you're going to do one in a minute, and you can do what you want. But we're going to do my way right now, so we can all have the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, if this is 60 degrees, this angle, oh, whoa. I did it again. Angle 6 is the one we measured. Right? Angle 6 is the one we measured down here. Okay? So, this is 60 degrees. I put it in the wrong spot. I apologize. So angle 6 is the one that we did originally, and that was 60 degrees. Do you think angle 2 is going to be 60? Well, let's go measure and see. Put the protractor down and measure it. You get 60. You kind of have to, the line doesn't go all the way up through there, but you can see that it is on that 60 degree line. Good. So, we're going to come back to that in a minute. What angle measure is 5? What is angle 5? Let's go measure. This time we're going to go from the left. We're going to read from the left, so what numbers are we going to use? The top numbers. So 0 all the way over, it's 120. How did I know it was 120 before I ever measured it? 180 minus 60 is 120. Why does it have to be 180? Angles 5 and 6. Why do they have to be 180 degrees? They're on a straight line. Now, when I first started learning angle measurement, I was so confused, and the teacher really didn't explain it that well, but I was thinking, well, hey, it's closer from here to here, so here to here is going to be a different measure than here to here. You're not measuring the distance. You're measuring how many degrees, which is totally different. Okay? You're measuring the degree, not how many centimeters or inches it is from there to there. Okay? So everybody understands from here to here is 60, from here to here is 120. Okay? So if 6 is 60, what's angle 8 got to be? 120. Because guys, 6 and 8 also make a straight line. From there all the way around there is 180 degrees. So what would 7 have to be? 60 degrees. Because 7 and 5. Okay? We already measured, and angle 2 was 60, so angle 1's going to have to be 120. 3's going to have to be 60, and 4's going to have to be 120. So what we have done, guys, is when you have two parallel lines with a transversal, you create two intersections. And that means you have some congruent angles in there. One set of congruent angles are called corresponding angles. What does correspond mean? What does correspond mean? They match up. So look at angle 1. Angle 1 corresponds to which angle at this intersection? Y5. It's in the same position. Number 1, angle 1 is top left corner. Angle 5 is top left corner. Angle 2 is going to correspond to angle 6, top right corners. And see, they're both 60. So 3 corresponds to 7 and 4 corresponds to 8. So on our line, angle 1 and angle 5, angle 2 and angle, right with me, angle 2 and angle 6, angle 3 and angle, what? 7, angle 4 and angle 8 correspond to each other. They lie on the same side of the transversal. So 1 and 5 are on the same side of the transversal. 3 and 7 on the same side. On the what? 1 is above A. What's 5? Above B. So they're on the same side of lines A and B also. If it's below, it's below. They're both below. Or above, above. Does that make sense? Okay. Now we're going to talk about alternate interior angles. I'm going to have to make it a little bit smaller. Sorry, guys. So we can see the whole thing. So alternate interior angles. What does alternate mean? If I alternate, I switch side to side. Like if I pick somebody over here, somebody over there, somebody over there, somebody over there. I switch sides. And interior means inside. So what they're talking about are inside the two parallel lines. 3, 4, 5, and 6 are interior angles. 3, 4, 5, and 6 are interior. Write interior. Some people haven't written it. So, what is going to be the alternate interior angle for 3? What's going to be the alternate for 3? Guys, it has to be 4, 5, or 6. It can't be 5 or 4 because they're not going to be 60 degrees. 3 and 6 are alternate angles. They're on the opposite side of the transversal. Inside, they're interior angles. So your options for an answer were only 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? So angle 3 and angle, what? 6. And then angle 4 and angle 5. Or what? Non-adjacent. Guys, if you sit by somebody right beside them or your house is right beside them, you're adjacent to them. But if you're non-adjacent, that means you're not beside them. 3 and 4 are adjacent angles. 3 and 4 are adjacent angles. But 3 and 6 are non-adjacent. They're not side by side. They're non-adjacent. That lie on what? Of the transversal? Opposite sides. I did that earlier too. Opposite sides. Between lines A and B. They're between lines A and B. They're inside. Interior. They're on opposite sides of the transversal inside. So what do you think alternate exterior means? They're outside. So that these are the exterior angles. So 1, 2, 7, and 8 are all exterior angles. So what would be alternate exterior to 1? 2, 7. So angle 1 and angle 8, angle 2 and angle 7 are alternate exterior angles. They lie on opposite sides of the transversal T, blank lines A and B. Are they on the same side? No. 1 and 2 are above, but no, not between, outside the lines A and B. That's why they're called exterior. They're on the outside of lines A and B. Interior, they're inside. So it's very important that you always find the parallel lines on there. You need to find the parallel lines. Okay, so let's see if we have this. Let me ask you some questions. Looking up here, everybody looking up here. Corresponding. I say an angle, you say the corresponding angle to it. Angle 1, 5. Angle 2, 3, 4, 3, 8, 2, 5. Those are corresponding. I'm not hearing everybody. Does everybody understand corresponding? They're at the same position at the intersection. So they're going to be congruent when they're corresponding. This A and B, these two lines A and B have to be parallel though for this to work. Okay, now I need alternate interior. 6, 5, 3, 4. Now alternate exterior. 8, 7, 2, 1. Good. Okay, we think we have that? Okay, we're going to fold it and we're going to put it on page, whatever your page is. The next page. Quickly, because I want to draw, we're going to draw on this. No, we're going to do that tomorrow. Thanks for asking, though. Hurry, glue. It was hard. That's the hardest one. We're going to glue this little paper on the back of that page. Let's go. Glue, glue, glue. No, don't glue it first. I said don't glue. Okay. Put your, guys, put the, up in, like this. Hamburger, not hot dog, hamburger. Okay? Now, I didn't really think this through before I cut this paper, how to measure to get parallel lines, but I've done it 3 times today, and guess what? They look parallel. So what you're going to do, you're just going to have to eyeball it, because I don't want to pass out rulers to measure. Look, you're going to take your protractor about this far from the top, draw a line. Let's call it A. Then, put it back down, and just kind of move it down a little ways, about the same distance you did from the top. And believe it or not, it's going to come out pretty good. Just, see, look. I would do it in pencil. I don't know. Oh, that's smart, Tyler. I didn't think to do that. Yeah, could have done that. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put a point on B somewhere. I put it like about right there. And you get to decide what measurement you want to do. You get to decide the measurement. The only problem is you're going to be kind of limited on what you use because of the size of the paper. But it doesn't really matter. I'd use anywhere from 10 to 50. Whatever measurement you want. But you're It's not always called T, but we're going to use T for right now just to get used to it, to learn that it's a transversal. Sometimes they call it K or they call it different letters. I just want to use T for right now until we learn that that is the transversal. So once you get your transversal drawn, you can go number your angles like you want, 1 through 8. Just number them 1 through 8, however you want. Put your measurement in each angle, and then you're going to come down here below. You're going to write corresponding alternate interior alternate exterior. Put a set and put the congruent symbol. So that tells us these angles that you choose are going to be congruent to each other. Corresponding alternate interior, alternate exterior. So number your angles, put the degree in each one. And remember, these two angles right there have to add up to 180. These two have to add up to 180. These two are 180. And then go in your blank, write all the corresponding angles. Then the alternate interior, alternate exterior. Then you're going to glue that onto the top of your paper. Just glue it on the top. I said the back, but I think it'd be good just to glue it on top. And we're going to keep getting harder and harder. So we're going to have to put some more effort. Okay, glue it on top of your other notes that we just folded and put in our spiral.